Sexual Purity, Part 1. Proverbs 7 says, I saw some naive young men. And then it goes on to say how one in particular crossed paths with a woman. And this particular woman, her feet lead down to the paths of hell. In the scripture, it says, she's cast down many strong men. The way I read that, I read it as the same person. Because here's the thing, God doesn't see the way we see. His ways are higher, meaning he's above time, right? He created time. We're in time, but he's outside of it. So when he sees us, he doesn't just see where we're at, he sees everything. We see in a linear fashion, right? Point A to point B. Think about this. When the angel came to Gideon, he saw himself as the weakest of the weakest. But the angel said, you mighty man of valor. Basically saying you're a warrior in God's eyes. To heaven, you're a mighty man of valor. Because why? They're looking at them for who God truly made him to be. But he didn't see himself that way. The trick is knowing who you are in God. The trick is knowing who God made you to be, right? Because that's what God sees. So if you find yourself in these kind of positions, struggling, start to really find out who God made you to be. Know your worth and know your value. It identifies young, naive men, meaning they're naive to the devices of the enemy that tries to arrest their development to become who God made them to be, which is a strong man in the spirit, right? So what she does is she comes before they know who they are so that she can stop them from getting to that place. Because why? If he gets to that place of being strong in God, now he's a threat to the kingdom of darkness. See, God sees you as a threat to the kingdom of darkness. He calls children weapons. We are like arrows being shot out against the enemy, right? If you don't see yourself in that kind of way, you won't treat yourself in that kind of way. Know your worth, know your value. Don't settle for less. Don't sell yourself short. And don't sell your self-worth, man. Know your self-worth and know God.